Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to learn 50 intermediate level words. You will be presented with each word, along with an explanation of it, and examples demonstrating their usage. It's important to repeat each sentence after me. This way, you will remember them even more effectively. Before we begin, we highly recommend turning on the subtitles and selecting your preferred language. This way, you'll have the translations available in your own language. Additionally, we kindly request you to subscribe to the channel at the beginning of the video so you can stay connected with us. Our viewers often tend to forget to subscribe. Without further ado, let's begin. Abandon. To leave behind or give up completely. The explorer had to abandon his mission due to a severe storm. The explorer had to abandon his mission due to a severe storm. Achieve. To successfully accomplish or reach a goal. She studied diligently for months and finally achieved her goal of scoring a high band in the IELTS exam. She studied diligently for months and finally achieved her goal of scoring a high band in the IELTS exam. Adequate. Satisfactory or sufficient in quality or quantity. The hotel room was small but adequate for a short stay. The hotel room was small but adequate for a short stay. Analyze. To examine in detail and break down into component parts. The scientist carefully analyzed the data to draw meaningful conclusions. The scientist carefully analyzed the data to draw meaningful conclusions. Approach. To come near or closer to something or someone. The hikers approached the mountain peak with caution. The hikers approached the mountain peak with caution. Articulate. To express or state ideas or thoughts clearly and effectively. The speaker delivered a well-structured and articulate presentation. The speaker delivered a well-structured and articulate presentation. Attain. To achieve or accomplish something desired or aimed at. After years of hard work, she finally attained her dream job. After years of hard work, she finally attained her dream job. Authentic. Genuine or real, not fake or counterfeit. The vintage watch was confirmed to be authentic by an expert. The vintage watch was confirmed to be authentic by an expert. Behavior. The way in which a person acts or conducts oneself. The child's disruptive behavior in class led to a meeting with the teacher. The child's disruptive behavior in class led to a meeting with the teacher. Capacity. The maximum amount that something can contain or hold. The stadium has a seating capacity of 50,000 spectators. The stadium has a seating capacity of 50,000 spectators. Compose. To create or write a piece of music, literature, or an essay. The composer wrote a beautiful symphony that was performed by a renowned orchestra. The composer wrote a beautiful symphony that was performed by a renowned orchestra. Consent. To give permission or agree to something. She gave her consent for the surgeon to proceed with the operation. She gave her consent for the surgeon to proceed with the operation. Construct. To build or create something. The workers began to construct a new bridge across the river. The workers began to construct a new bridge across the river. Contrast. To show the differences between two or more things. The artist used contrasting colors to create a visually striking painting. The artist used contrasting colors to create a visually striking painting. Dedicate. To devote time, effort, or resources to a particular purpose or cause. She decided to dedicate her weekends to volunteer work at a local shelter. She decided to dedicate her weekends to volunteer work at a local shelter. Defend. to protect or support someone or something against an attack or criticism. The lawyer defended his client vigorously in court. The lawyer defended his client vigorously in court. Demonstrate. To show or prove something using evidence or examples. The science experiment demonstrated the effects of gravity on objects. The science experiment demonstrated the effects of gravity on objects. Efficient. Capable of producing desired results without wasting time, energy, or resources. The new energy-efficient appliances reduced the household's electricity consumption. The new energy-efficient appliances reduced the household's electricity consumption. Encounter. To come across or meet unexpectedly or by chance. During their hike, they encountered a group of friendly hikers on the trail. During their hike, they encountered a group of friendly hikers on the trail. Enhance. To improve or increase the value, quality, or attractiveness of something. The new software features enhanced the user experience. The new software features enhanced the user experience. Establish. To set up or create something, typically a business, organization, or system. He worked tirelessly to establish his own successful business. He worked tirelessly to establish his own successful business. Evaluate. To assess or judge the value, significance, or effectiveness of something. The teacher evaluated the students' essays based on content, structure, and grammar. The teacher evaluated the students' essays based on content, structure, and grammar. Explore. To travel in or through an unfamiliar area, or to examine or investigate in detail. They decided to explore the ancient ruins during their vacation in Greece. They decided to explore the ancient ruins during their vacation in Greece. Gesture. A movement of the body, typically the hand or head, used to express an idea or feeling. He made a thumbs-up gesture to show his approval. He made a thumbs-up gesture to show his approval. Impact. A powerful or significant effect or influence on something or someone. The pandemic had a significant impact on the global economy. The pandemic had a significant impact on the global economy. Implement. To put into effect or carry out a plan, decision, or action. The company implemented new safety measures to ensure the well-being of employees. The company implemented new safety measures to ensure the well-being of employees. Infer. To conclude or deduce something based on evidence or reasoning. Based on the evidence presented, the detective was able to infer the identity of the culprit. Based on the evidence presented, the detective was able to infer the identity of the culprit. Insight. A deep or clear understanding of a complex situation or problem. The book provided valuable insights into the workings of the human mind. The book provided valuable insights into the workings of the human mind. Interpret. To explain the meaning or significance of something, often through analysis or translation. The musician interpreted the classical piece with his own unique style. The musician interpreted the classical piece with his own unique style. Justify. To provide reasons, evidence, or explanations to support or defend a decision or action. She had to justify her decision to take a year off from work to travel. She had to justify her decision to take a year off from work to travel. Observe. To watch or notice something carefully. The scientist observed the behavior of the animals in their natural habitat. The scientist observed the behavior of the animals in their natural habitat. Opportunity. A favorable or advantageous circumstance or occasion. Winning the scholarship provided her with an opportunity to study abroad. Winning the scholarship provided her with an opportunity to study abroad. Participate. to take part in or actively be involved in an activity or event. The students actively participated in the group discussion. The students actively participated in the group discussion. Predominant, having the greatest influence or importance, most common or prevalent. The predominant color in the painting was blue. The predominant color in the painting was blue. Reflect. To think deeply or consider carefully about something. After the meeting, she took some time to reflect on the decisions that were made. After the meeting, she took some time to reflect on the decisions that were made. Relate, to establish a connection or association between two or more things. The speaker used personal anecdotes to relate to the audience. The speaker used personal anecdotes to relate to the audience. Resolve, to find a solution or answer to a problem or conflict. They had a long discussion to resolve their differences and reach a compromise. They had a long discussion to resolve their differences and reach a compromise. Stimulate, to encourage or provoke a response or reaction, often through excitement or interest. The teacher used various teaching methods to stimulate the students' interest in the subject. The teacher used various teaching methods to stimulate the students' interest in the subject. Substantial, of considerable importance, size, or value. The company made a substantial profit during the last fiscal year. The company made a substantial profit during the last fiscal year. Transform, to make a dramatic or significant change in form, appearance, or character. The dilapidated building was transformed into a modern art gallery. The dilapidated building was transformed into a modern art gallery. Utilize, to make practical or effective use of something. She utilized her organizational skills to plan a successful event. She utilized her organizational skills to plan a successful event. Verify, to confirm the truth, accuracy, or validity of something. The bank needs to verify your identification before opening a new account. The bank needs to verify your identification before opening a new account. Widespread, existing or happening over a large area or to a large extent. The flu spread rapidly, causing a widespread outbreak in the community. The flu spread rapidly, causing a widespread outbreak in the community. Analytical, characterized by logical and systematic examination and breakdown of a subject or issue. His analytical approach to problem solving helped him find effective solutions. His analytical approach to problem solving helped him find effective solutions. Comprehend, to understand or grasp the meaning of something. It took some time for him to comprehend the complex instructions. It took some time for him to comprehend the complex instructions. Deviate, to depart or diverge from a course or standard. He decided to deviate from the usual route and take a scenic detour. He decided to deviate from the usual route and take a scenic detour. Evident, clearly seen, understood, or expressed, obvious or apparent. The evidence presented in court made it evident that the accused was guilty. The evidence presented in court made it evident that the accused was guilty. Hypothesize, to propose a tentative explanation or theory based on limited evidence. The scientist hypothesized that the chemical reaction would produce a specific outcome. The scientist hypothesized that the chemical reaction would produce a specific outcome. Interpretation, an explanation or understanding of the meaning or significance of something. The novel offers various interpretations of its complex symbolism. The novel offers various interpretations of its complex symbolism. Proficient, skilled or competent in a particular activity or subject. After years of practice, she became proficient in playing the piano. After years of practice, she became proficient in playing the piano. That's it for today. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video. Bye.